Hi guys, it's Omega and I'm standing in my craft room. It's been a very long time since I have been able to do a video. Um, it has taken me, I moved in my new townhouse back in July, and settling in has been a little bit of a challenge. I got the main areas of the house settled, of course, a lot quicker than the areas that, are not living areas. So for my craft room and my sewing room, it has taken me a while. And I'm so sorry to be absent for so long, but a house tour will come later. I will show you the main areas of my house, and of course, give you a full tour of my craft room and sewing room. But I just wanted to come on today and say hello and let you see how far I've come. I'm almost back to where I can, start working and crafting and doing videos. So I look forward to that. And I hope I have some viewers still. You guys, it has been a long haul, but I'm standing in my craft room right now. As you can see, part of it in the background. I am going to give you a quick tour. This is not a detailed tour, just a quick tour around. I have come such a long ways, and actually last Sunday is what kind of pushed me forward enough to be at this point even. So last week I added this unit, and I'm gonna turn around here so you can see the craft room now. So I got the Calyx unit there last Sunday. Well, I didn't get it last Sunday. I got it 2 weeks ago. But last week, some friends actually came over and helped me put it together. I tell you what, guys, I have had the most wonderful experience with meeting really good, awesome friends. I'm so blessed that and these people I work with, the young lady and her husband voluntarily came over to help me put this unit together in my sewing room also, and I'll show you that. So this is actually a combination craft room sewing room quick tour. So this is my craft room, and you guys, this room is really big. I decided to use the biggest space of my extra bedrooms for my craft room because I just have so much, it had to go against the wall. So that unit being one, I replaced another item for this unit because the other one fell apart. I had so many things damaged, on my move, and some of this stuff is just too weak to travel and be moved multiple times. The IKEA stuff fared fairly well, but some of this put together stuff is just not made for moving multiple times. This one I got since I've been here. That is a Michaels unit. I put that together a few weeks ago. And then that unit used to be in my laundry room, but I decided to bring it up here and put my Explorer and my Silhouette on there. And then the laptop that will work those is on top there. And then in the corner, I just have some miscellaneous paper items and a crafting tote down there. Then I have that Alex unit that's IKEA. That one used to be in my closet. Now, interesting thing here in this townhouse, the only walk-in closet I have is in my bedroom. The other closets are not walk-in closets, so everything had to be out in the room, mostly. I do have stuff in the closet. I'll show you that in a minute. But that is stuff that you probably remember from my other room. This table is where I used to actually work on, but I decided to put that stuff there. I'm going to put all my cutting, like my Big Shot, and then I have an electric cutting unit I'm going to put here. And then I have like my just miscellaneous stuff, my washi tape and my stamp cleaner and glues and just miscellaneous items, all of my stamping blocks there. And then in this corner here is my printer, my TV, and miscellaneous stuff down there. Now I'm in no means totally done, so you'll see some things are still, still have to be tidied up and put away or thrown away. There is one of my paper shelves. And right next, in between these two shelving units is one of the little carts. Oh, I forget now what it's called. Not calyx. That's the shelving unit. Is a calyx. Westcog, I think, whatever it's called. Anyway, one of the carts there that have my envelope punches. It has some of my steel rule dies. It has my heat guns, my labeler, and glue guns on there. And then here are some more. Now, all of my paper pads are on the lower calyx units. And then up above here, I have my markers, my Copic markers, my other markers, and more paper, envelopes, embellishment stuff. And then I have my 6x6 papers on these two cards mainly. Then I have some 8x8s like along the bottom there. And then I have my stamp pads all here. And my embossing powders and things like of that nature. Then I have some little like electronic gadgets in there. I have miscellaneous stamp pads in there. I have a little mini fridge that I decided to put in my room. And then so I've got to hang my clock and stuff like that I still have to do. So I have another cart there that have my Stampin' Up! Stamps. I have my Susan's Garden dies and some plates for my Big Shot. And then on the bottom there's some Stampin' Up! Stamps and some other, I think some close to my heart stamps down there on the bottom. On this shelf I have pictures are in those two boxes. Then I've got just miscellaneous stuff underneath. And then I have some embellishment stuff, my cinch embellishments. I have my quilling stuff there that I haven't really played with that much yet. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And just miscellaneous things for making flowers and quilling and that type of stuff. And then back to my calyx unit. So what I decided to do here is put these two IKEA tables together and have like an island. So I can actually craft on one side and I can have a friend craft on the other. And really, if I had 3 people here, someone can craft on one end, of the table as well. So this is another pan around the room. I'm going to show you the closet in a second. So coming in the door, it's this unit here. Then going around, there's the window going out to my backyard. And there's a main road actually behind my house that you'll probably hear noise from time to time. But that is my room. A really good size, nice room. And like I said, it's mostly done. Not totally, but mostly. Now, I have a closet here. It's not a walk-in closet, but it is a closet where I was able to put some shelving and put other miscellaneous. I mean, it's just a plethora of things. Paint, embellishments, envelopes, glue. I have envelopes and a card stock in there, and just multiple things in this closet. I have some beading stuff down there. I do beading too. My planners are down there. Then I have this rack here that I do have some of my punches on. So I decided that that would work for these. I don't know that I will do that on the other side, but I might, because I do have some others to put away. So now I'm going to take you to my sewing room. This is the entrance to my sewing room from my hallway into the sewing room. I'm going to do this really quickly because I'm really out of good light for today. So coming into my sewing room, it's the smallest of my extra bedrooms. But this is the other, hold on. This is the other two bookshelves that my friends helped me put together that really enabled me to get this room together. So as you can see, I have fabric, I have buttons on top, from fabric all the way to the top, buttons in those plastic containers. Then fabric, 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 and some other things, some note binders that I'll show you how I have my patterns stored, at least for the most part. I have miscellaneous stuff on the bottom there, but then I have Christmas fabric mostly there. Then I have some stuff used for embroidery because one of my machines is an embroidery machine. Then more fabric. Now I'm going to be filling that shelf up with fabric, and I'm going to be filling that shelf up with fabric. That stuff will have to go elsewhere, probably up with that stuff, but I'll have to move it from there. Then coming around the room, there is, I haven't named my dress form, and that's really funny because I've had it for a while. So I'm going to have to give her a name, maybe Mini Me, because she really does shape like me. I kind of padded it out to look like me pretty much. But I have a TV in here as well. And on that top shelf there, those are sewing DVDs, everything from fitting to just sewing, miscellaneous types of sewing videos that I've gotten over the years. Now, those are DVDs, so I did keep my old school DVD player, and I have miscellaneous stuff in those drawers, like zippers and bias tape and hem tape and all kind of trims and notions and that type of stuff. Then over here in the corner, I have my thread. Those plastic containers here and there have thread. And that is my serger thread there. I will probably not leave it there because I'm afraid the light may fade it. So I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do. I'll probably move it over somewhere else where it's not in direct light. But then that box has miscellaneous little tools and notions. Then the notions for my serger. There is my serger. There's a laptop. That was the laptop I had when I first got this machine. This is the embroidery machine. The embroidery unit is down between here. It's down there. There are two carts like that have embroidery thread in it. This one and the one over there in the corner has embroidery thread. And then, of course, my sewing unit has the drawer, full of bobbins and pins and scissors and all that kind of stuff. And then I've got sewing machine needles is pretty much mostly what's in there. Then I have embroidery thread that goes in a bobbin there. There is my Kenmore machine. This is my Husqvarna Viking, and that is my Singer serger. Now, as you know, I have I actually have three sergers. One is put away, but this would be the main one, and I think I'm going to set that one up to do cover stitching, and then the accessories to that machine is back there. I have miscellaneous notions in the sewing cabinet here. Then I have a basket that's holding my interfacings. I have a tote here that I still need to empty of fabric, which will go on that shelf. And then in this closet, I have two shelves with fabric all the way down to the floor and up on top. There's fabric. Yes, I have a lot of fabric, and this is not all of my fabric. My fabric stash is considered, I heard another sewer call her stash her retirement stash. And that's what I'm calling mine, because of course, once I'm retired, I'm not going to have the money I have now to spend. So this is my retirement stash. All of those are patterns. And I have some patterns that I actually bought over there. This is my sewing table, or it's the cutting table. This flap here will of course extend, and there's another one on the other side that will extend, so I can pull that out. The only problem is in my move from Maryland here, the movers, they were horrible movers, but they broke the casters. Some on my sewing cabinet actually got broken. They broke some off of there, so I ended up taking the casters off. But I need to get new casters. So for one, it will lift the table up about 3 inches. And the other thing is it will make the table more easier to move without dragging against the floor. So I have to figure out how to get that fixed. But I will have a bulletin board up on the wall. I have my little koala bear. This furniture for my sewing room, the table and my sewing cabinets, called koala cabinets. When I first got my Viking machine, it was like a really good deal to get well, actually, the sewing cabinet came with my machine for free, but I had, ooh, I'm sorry, I just hit my camera. I had to purchase the cutting table. It is rather expensive, but at the time, you know, I was able to purchase it, and so I did. I got the cutting table, and like I said, with it getting broken like that is just awful because it is a nice piece of furniture. But what I'm going to do is put my bulletin board above that. I'm going to hang the thread racks there on the wall just below the bulletin board, and then hopefully I can get that table fixed where it can be easily slidden out and back without a problem. Then I have my steam ironing board back there. I have a cutting mat back behind there that will of course go on the table when I'm using it. I have a table ironing board right there hanging on the door. I do have between the two shelves, that is what's in the basket is my pressing ham, my pressing, the long pressing sausage, you know, for sleeves and pant legs and that type of thing. Then I have tracing paper in there. And then I have a hem marker that what's in that box. So yeah, I have a few things I still need to do in here, but you guys, I have come a long, long way. It was very tedious. It was extremely hard to do by myself. And along the way, I've had friends help me, especially with the shelving in this room and in my craft room. So I have been just ever so grateful for the awesome friends that I have here. And I just thank you. If you're watching, Teresa and Fabio, they're the ones that helped me do my shelving. I am so grateful for that. So I say thank you, and I appreciate you so much. Teresa works with me in payroll, and she is just a sweet, sweet, wonderful person to work with. And so that is the quick tour of my sewing room. Like I said, still not totally finished, but I have come such a long way. Looking out towards my front, my neighborhood here. I love my neighborhood. I love everything. I just want to come on and say hello, let you guys know that I'm getting very, very close. Within the next couple of weeks, I should be back to doing videos. So just want to give you a quick spin around the room again. I'll give you, that is looking out into my living room. Actually, that's the dining area there. But I'll give you a tour of my living space another day. I'll say goodbye from my sewing room since I came on from my craft room. So bye guys. I will be back soon. Talk to you later. Bye bye.